How's everybody doing tonight? Can you guys see and hear me okay? See, a couple of you are in chat already. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Okay, so somehow I made this ginormous. How do I do that? Alright. Hi, Miss Lady Arts, and hi, Big Bob. Thank you. Well, at least I'll be able to scroll, but for some reason the chat is like taking up the whole screen on my computer, so at least I'll be able to see what you guys are saying. Okay, so you guys can hear me just fine. Hi, Mary. Hi, Camilla. Okay. Oh, whew. All right. Sorry, I'm a little flustered and my hands are still cold from being outside. Okay, so if you are new to Paint and Wines, it's basically where I paint and I drink wine. Today I'm not drinking wine, I'm drinking Red's Apple Ale because I'm out of wine. And we are going to be taking a look at the Lux Archival new paper here. Aliona reached out to me probably 10 days ago and asked me if I wanted to try her paper, and I was like, yeah, I've never tried sandpaper before and I want to try it. I thought that she was going to send me one sheet of paper, but she sent me a whole pack. And after doing some experiments on it, I decided to do a live demonstration using it, and she offered to send me a bunch of goodies to give away, and then I decided to sweeten the pot with some bookmarks and stickers and things like that. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So hang on, let me take a drink of beer. I'm a little nervous tonight for some reason. Okay, so this paper is mainly something I see used for suggested Nick and Wines comes to the door. Oh, well, that's good. I'm gonna have to look into that. Thank you, Mary. All right, so anyways, this I usually see used with colored pencil, powder blender, and all the fixatives. So I never really wanted to buy the whole thing knowing that I might not like it. So I'm really excited that she sent this to me. Not only for colored pencil, but it says for colored pencil, pastel, graphite, charcoal, as well as various liquid mediums. So this is archival as well, and it's extremely durable, allows 30 plus layers of dry art medium, multiple corrections, and reworkings without damaging the paper. And it says that the sanded surface is consistent without any visible patterns, which I can attest to that it is. And it is also used for water, alcohol, or odorless mineral spirits resistant, which allows the application of dry and liquid mediums without buckling the paper, which was very interesting to me because I am the buckling paper queen, in my opinion. I've even gotten watercolor board to buckle. I don't know how I did that, but that's what I did. So while we're waiting for some people to pop on here, I'll explain the giveaway stuff in just a second. Well, I guess I can actually go ahead and do that now. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about the giveaway. So she reached out to me and said, hey, do you want me to send you some stuff for your live stream to give away? And I was like, absolutely. And I was like, is this US or just just US or worldwide, etc. And she preferred US for now. So I offered to have her send it to me. So if anybody internationally won, I would send that to them for her. Because Homegirl is working her butt off right now, and she is sending samples everywhere, and she's working so hard. So I offered to send it to an international winner if they do win. So that's why I asked her to send it to me so I could send it out to whoever won. I didn't want to limit it to just US because this paper is so freaking dope, you guys. It is so freaking cool, and I will explain to you why. But let me tell you what she sent me as soon as I can get in my thing here. In my messages. Okay. So I know she sent me a 10 pack of sanded paper, 8x10. And as soon as I can find my message with her, I'll tell you everything that she's sending me. I'm still waiting for it to come, so I'm just going to tell you what she's sending me, and I'm going to go check my P.O. box on Monday. All right. I apologize. My kids are super loud upstairs, and they love to walk up and down the stairs, you guys. Also, my furnace might turn on at any moment, and it will sound like we are in an airplane, so I'm going to have to turn that off. Okay. Okay, so she is sending me a 8x10 pack of 10, a powder blender sample with a sponge applicator, colored pencil titanium white sample with sponge applicator, and then a Derwent Pro color pencil sample, a Derwent Light Fast colored pencil sample, and a Faber-Castell Polychromos pencil sample. And then I have some goodies that I have put together as well, so there will be 3 prizes tonight. Oh, Colored Pencil Magazine is in the chat. Hi. Oh, thank you so much for sharing on your Facebook page. I really appreciate it. I'm sure Aliona does as well. Wow, okay, no pressure. Okay, so how I'm going to do the Lux Archival giveaway, the sample pack that she's sending me, is that we're going to do a like and share drawing. And all you have to do is like and share the stream. I will write your name down after you comment that you've shared it in the comment section, and I will put your name in a bowl. And at the end of the stream, we will draw the winner of the big Lux Archival package. And in between, I will be doing random trivia giveaways and a emoji game while we're waiting for things to dry and such. So that's what we're going to do. So if you guys want to start going ahead and share the screen and comment shared in the comment section, and I'll write your name down and put you in the share drawing. And we will be giving that away at the end of the stream. And I will be sending it out probably after Christmas because, you know, Christmas. I think we only have a couple days to get it sent out, so you won't get it for Christmas anyway. So I will be sending it out in January as soon as the mail starts running again. Okay. So while I am waiting for all of that, I'm going to have a little bit... I know, she's so generous. It's so awesome. Oh my god, I'm just like totally fangirling out that Colored Pencil Magazine is in the chat right now. Holy cow. Okay. So, when she sent this to me, I did me some experiments. And this is the only colored pencil swatch, just because I wanted to try out the powder blender, which was freaking awesome, by the way. So as soon as I tried the powder blender, I went to color or brush and pencil and got a whole colored pencil painting kit. So that's that portion. This here is ink, and this here is watercolor. And I have a few things to note about this, and I'm going to show you right now. First of all, the color saturation is absolutely amazing on this paper. I am completely blown away by, this is just one layer, this is 2 layers, okay? I'm going to show you a sample without trying to give away too much of my next piece. But this is just 2 layers here, 1 layer here. This is 5 layers on regular watercolor paper. So you can imagine how impressed I was that this color saturation was that good that early on. So that is the first thing. The second thing is with the watercolor. When I do flat washes in watercolor, I always have to tilt my board so I get a nice even flat wash. I was able to accomplish that without tilting my board on this paper, and I was just totally like, what is happening? I have no idea what's going on with this paper right now. So then I tried the colored pencil, and not only was I able to do this little sphere in like 5 minutes, which is a total shocker when it comes to colored pencil. I didn't do more layers because I didn't have the texture fixative right then, so I just kind of moved on, and I tested it with salt. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoop. Focus, Kelly. So this is the nice, really cool salt texture. And then this is another sample of salt after waiting for it to dry a little bit. And you can see how cool that looks and how pigmented it is. And this here is a little sample of me trying masking fluid on this paper and mixing the watercolor with the inks just to see how it would kind of react. And I am completely just floored by this paper. I think this is going to be my my new watercolor paper. And notice, no buckling. This wasn't even taped down. I'm just completely blown away by this right now. So that's my takeaways from the get-go. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, I'm going to, guess I probably should have waited to do my spiel before. All right, you are in the share drawing, Melissa. I got you for that. So far, you are the only entry. Let me see, make sure we're still going live here. It's awfully quiet in here. Whoop. Okay, I'm sorry you guys, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my stuff. Okay. I think we're still going. We're still going, right? I don't know. I'm not sure if something happened or not, but I just got Melissa in the share drawing, so maybe that's what's going on. Okay, let me double check and just make sure on my phone. All right, so anyway, we are going to be doing a little owl feather tonight, and I'm hoping to finish the whole project. So in between layers while things are drying, we are going to be doing some giveaways and playing some games, and hopefully it will be a good time. Okay, so you're good? You're good, you can see me? I have no idea what's going on my phone right now. Cancel this all out. I just want to make sure that the that the stream's still going instead of me sitting here and talking to myself, because YouTube has been mean to me before. Okay, so Big Bob has shared. Bob, you are in the share drawing. Whoops. I know him personally, so I can do that. Okay. All right, thanks, Melissa. Brush and pencil. Oh, hi, Aliona is in the chat right now. She says, thank you so much for all of my experiments with her paper, and I will drink to that. Well, here's hoping that you're having a glass of wine, because I know you are a busy, busy woman. Okay. All right, Connie, let me get you in the share drawing here. All right, so Aliona is in chat, and she can answer any crazy questions that you have about the paper, but I did put all the links. This paper is 20% off right now for a pre-order until December 31st. And that is US only for now. It will be available internationally through resellers early in the year, and I left all of those links in the video description as well, so you guys can check that out. All right, so let me just show you what I did here, and then we'll just start working on this. All right, so I basically just drew out an owl feather with a bunch of references online because I couldn't find one specifically to use, so I just kind of put something together for it. So this is my sketch and my color comp workout and everything like that. And then I printed this out and transferred it on to the Lux Archival sanded paper. And for those wondering, you can see through it on a light box really easily. I didn't have any problems with that whatsoever. So I just worked out my color comps and everything on this, and then transferred it on to the paper. So what I'm going to be doing is, I think what I want to do, I'm not sure if you guys want me to do the powder blender or if you want me just to work kind of how I would normally work, which is I have OMS here too. So the background I want to do in watercolor. I'm not sure if I should do the feather with the colored pencil and the fixatives if you would like to. Okay, Sharon says, thanks to you and Leona for the giveaway. I am sharing the video now. Thank you very much, Sharon. I'll just write your name down here now. And yeah, so let me know if you want me to use watercolor, colored pencil, and OMS on this, or if you would like me to use the powder blender and the fixatives. It is so creepy quiet in this office right now. I have been away, been around my kids all day, so I'm like kind of thrown by how quiet it is in here. All right. Let me get my mixture going here while you all are sharing to be entered in the giveaway. Oh, and for those wondering, I did use the Incredible White Mask Liquid Frisket on this paper, and it came up, it was so easy to get it off, I was stunned. So this is what, there was no bleeding, no nothing. She recommends you do it on scrap paper before you do it on your first project, so I recommend that as well. But the liquid, Incredible White Mask Liquid Frisket was very easily worked with this. Okay, Bob says, whichever way you feel comfortable. All right, well, I guess we'll just kind of play it by ear here. And I have this here too, so I can use this for scrap paper. I'm really impressed with how the salt came out on this. This is very cool. I might have to put my hair up. It's freaking hot in here. Alright, I'm going to start off with the light part of it. And I also need to pull up some of my photos here. Okay, just so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start painting. I'm going to go ahead and use the wet on wet method for this. Okay, Mary, I'll get you in right now. Thank you very much for sharing. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see who wins the big package at the end of this. Super exciting. Whoop. Oh, Lore Olympus has been updated in case anybody was wondering. Alright. Yeah, I'm impressed with this paper, and the whole not buckling thing and just it saturated up front is just super cool. This first layer here though, I'm going to try to do like work from light to dark a little bit just because I want to have my contrast in the right places. Is everybody ready for the holidays? I know I'm ready to pull my hair out. How about y'all? How many of you are wrapping gifts right now? I have to do some wrapping after I'm done with this. But yeah, I would really like to finish this whole project tonight. Just wetting my paper down. Oh, and I did transfer this over with the Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencil. So I like to use those because I'm not like a huge fan of graphite right now. Just because it always bleeds into the watercolor. So I just choose the Kohl Erase because they tend to dissolve a little bit more. Bob is asking what the process I'm doing right now. I'm just wetting the paper so I can use the watercolor here for the wet on wet method. Just so I can get my background done. And I'm working off the color comp that I showed you a little bit ago. And part of me is just, God, I'm just so blown away by this paper. I think I'm really going to use it for all of my watercolor pieces. The only thing that might be a little bit of a pickle later on is that the texture of the paper might take a toll on the brushes. I'm not 100% positive. Oh yeah. Yep, so that's what Aliona is just saying. So I'm trying to be really gentle with my brushes right now. That's why the wet on wet method tends to work a little bit better for me. But yeah, that was the only thing that I was kind of hesitant about. But they do have really nice brush conditioners too, so there's that. And then while this is drying, we can get into some of the other giveaway goodies. Oh, you don't see, yeah, it's very, it's going to be really light up on the top, and then I'm going to have like a darker aqua blue color down here. It's crazy to me how saturated this is, but I think with the wet on wet method you'd be pretty much okay because you're basically just kind of like tapping the paint on. But yeah, that is one of the main concerns that I have, but that's not like a unique quality to this paper. That's, I'm assuming, just any sanded paper would be like that. So be a little bit gentle on your bristles while you are painting on this. But it's just such, I'm just so blown away by this paper that I just like honestly just want to watercolor all over it. I don't know why. I can't believe how just saturated the colors get in just a couple, well, just 2 layers, you know. I mean, if you really want like a really deep color, if you're not using saturated or the concentrates, it takes like quite a few layers to get the saturation level that you want, which is really annoying because with other paper it buckles so much that you're like constantly air drying it and blow drying it, trying to flatten it out so you can work on it. And with this, there's no buckling, so it's freaking awesome. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull the chat up on my phone because honestly, I don't know what's wrong with my computer right now. Just turn the volume down. Okay, so Melissa is asking Aliona a question, and brush and pencil, or so Aliona is saying that the drying time will be a bit longer compared to your regular cotton-based watercolors since Lux Archival is non-absorbent. And I think that's what makes the colors pop in this, and the fact that this is like the only white sanded paper, it's the colors, it's, I don't know why, but I just think it's absolutely perfect for watercolor. It's just so stunning. I'm just completely blown away by it. And I typically, I kind of moved to watercolor because I wanted to use it as a base for my colored pencil work, because colored pencil just started taking so long that it was getting a bit annoying, to be honest. Let's get some more color in there. And so I like felt bad for like using all of my pencil just trying to fill in the whole thing. And it was just very obnoxious. I almost feel like I need to get a little music going in here. But I'm very curious to see how the fixatives react to the watercolor. So if we do use that, I'm going to test it out on the piece that I already did. Bob is asking, what is sanded paper? Is it like normal paper but rough? It's basically like painting and coloring, drawing on sandpaper. Hence sanded paper, but like after a while it gets easier. This is my first project on it, to be honest with you, other than these experiments. I mean, it's very textured, but it's very, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just it's so unique, and part of me wanted to try sanded paper, but like I said, I thought all you could do on it was the colored pencil with the powder blender and the touch-up texture, and it just wasn't the case. I mean, you had me at the no buckling. Like any other paper right now. Okay, so Aliona is saying that it's coated with an abrasive tooth. Okay, so Aliona, I have a question. What is the difference between the abrasive tooth and like rough watercolor paper? Like, is it like something that's actually like you sprayed this on paper to make it like this? Yeah, it's so interesting. Like part of me was interested in it, and then part of me wasn't, and then I was like, and then I got into watercolor, and I just never thought to go back to it because I enjoyed watercolor so much, and I just used the colored pencils like for my fine details with the, you know, with the watercolor and the regular watercolor paper. So I'm just kind of like, this is a whole new experience for me, and just trying the powder blender that made blending the colored pencil so quick and easy, and just laying down the pigment was just so fast. I'm totally blown away by it. And if you watched Lisa Clow's live stream on Wednesday, she can tell that it's more unique and a little bit better quality than the rest of the sanded paper is because there's not a lot of fall off when you blend. So I thought that was really interesting. Trying to be just gentle on my brush. That's why I'm going so slow. But it is pretty fast compared to waiting for a bunch of layers to dry to get the saturation where you want it. Hi, my Shuta, how are you? Spread this out a little bit. Got awfully quiet in here. If you are just joining the live, to win the Lux Archival prize pack of the 10 pack of paper, the powder blender sample, the titanium white sample, and 3 colored pencil samples, you need to share the stream to your Facebook, Twitter, or somebody in Messenger, wherever you want to send it. Share it to somebody and then comment shared in the comment section so I can enter you in the giveaway. And we will be drawing that at the end of the stream. And this one is worldwide. Okay, so Aliona saying it's a complex manufacturing process and involves several layers of various materials. Oh, right, yeah, obviously you don't want to get too, okay, but that it kind of, I'm still just completely like, whoa, I honestly, I'm just blown away by the no buckling part. I'm like, huh? Like, what is happening here? All right. Spread this out a little bit more. But yeah, no, this paper is so freaking cool. So cool. All right, so this is a little bluer in my sample. I need to pull pull some of my other watercolors out here so I can mix some colors. Okay, let me leave that there so I can see. But yeah, it's just, like I said, in comparison to the ink sample, like this part took 5 or 6 layers when on the sample experiment sheet it only took 2. And you know, and it's less abrasive on the paper, which is freaking awesome. And then, like I said, I'm just freaking blown away by this. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like definitely worth the cost if you mess up your brushes a little bit. I'd rather replace my brush and have an enjoyable painting experience. But that's just me. I know some people spend a lot of time and money on their brushes, and I have like 5 that I really, really like. Okay. I will share you. Alright, well, Shuta, you are in the share drawing. And you guys must be present to win that. Unless I know you and I can personally reach out to you, but other than watching the replay. Alright, so I need this a little bit more. Well, I guess we can throw this in here and see what happens. It's a little too blue. I basically just want to darken this up a little bit. What did I just do? I was going to say. Thank you for sharing, though. And Aliona says that it only took her 4 years of development to come up with this result. Well, it's freaking worth every minute you spent on it, because I am just freaking like, how did you do this? Just not having the no buckling thing, man. I'm just totally like, what? Where's my other palette? There it is. Alright, so this is going to take a minute to dry anyway. I agree. Like, thank you for doing the powder blender and the touch-up texture and all of that, because that alone is just freaking amazing to make it not only more of an enjoyable process, but to make it, you know, archival. And, you know, and in my opinion, like, trust is earned. Okay, thank you, Mist. I will write you down. And when you know that the person is an artist and takes it very seriously, it's just that much easier to have faith and trust in them, and definitely want to try their products because they care as much as we do, which is absolutely amazing. All right. I think I've done messed up my color over there. So we're going to try it again. Get a little bit blue in here. It's so awkward talking to yourself, I swear. Just gonna drop some stuff in there. I mean, just look at it. It's just the designs that just come out of nowhere are just so different than watercolor paper. It's so interesting. Even the salt, what it did with the salt was so cool. So freaking cool. So blown away by this. And honestly, like, I really lost all interest in trying sanded paper because I was just so in love with watercolor. And then you sent this to me and I'm like, it's not buckling. It's amazing. And not only that, it's like one of the only white sanded papers, correct? And so, you know, with watercolor, you have to have the white paper so you can get like the stained glass effect on it and the transparency and all of that. I am just completely blown away by it. Completely blown away. It's absolutely stunning. And really fun to work on too. You just gotta watch out for your brushes a little bit, which I'm totally okay with. Let's see if I can drop some of this in here. And those that have been here for a while, they know that I like to layer. Yeah, see, Kim noticed it right away. It's like super fast, super saturated, and Kim has been around for a while, and she knows how much it takes me to get the backgrounds as saturated as I want them. And I'm just completely blown away by how quick this is. I mean, granted, this is a concentrated watercolor, but the same thing with the inks, though. Like, it was different. And it just kind of does what it wants, and it's so cool. And I think that must be why, is that maybe it's because it's non-absorbent, that it just, you know, sits and dries until it's done, I guess. Alright, let me get some of this. Yeah, the color is just freaking, the saturation, man. It's like, you know, when people just saw Wizard of Oz for the first time and all like Technicolor. That's what it feels like. Alright, so I'm going to put my hair up because I can't stand it anymore. I have a feeling my furnace is going to be turning on here. Alright, so I didn't like that one. Let's try the ultramarine blue. See what happens with that. Are you all painting and whining too? You got a cocktail? Are you wrapping presents? What's going on here? Alright. So I'm almost done with trying to do okay, I'm starting to get a little bit irritated. Of course I couldn't find the color of the watercolor that I had, so I like kind of improvised on my Procreate, but now I really like the Procreate color and I can't seem to make it, and I'm getting just a little bit irritated here. But we will figure it out since it doesn't dry really quickly. I have a little bit of time, and then we will play a game and give away one of our first packs. There we go. I think it's just a little bit darker. There it is. I almost feel like I need to put some music on or something. The effects that this has is so cool. I'm actually a little sad I forgot my salt in the kitchen. But that's alright. Okay, so Kim's saying that she can see a bit of my card and it looks awesome. Yeah, the salt. It's freaking crazy. And I did it, like I did a light layer of watercolor and then I put it on right away because it looked like it dried, but it wasn't dry, and it just kind of like almost made this tie-dye pattern. It was so cool. I was like, oh my god, that's never happened to me with salt before. So yeah, I think this paper is freaking awesome, and I'm literally buying some more as soon as I can get it, because I'm actually a little bit sad that I stocked up on Fabriano, because I'm enjoying this so much. But I don't know, I think if you're gentle enough that it shouldn't mess up your brushes too bad, which is pretty promising. You know, that's just my opinion, especially if you have like a little bit of water. I mean, but you see how this is not buckling, right? Like, that's what's blowing my mind. I freaking love that it's not buckling right now, because every other time I use masking fluid, the part that has the masking fluid on it and stayed dry, it buckles up, and when the other stuff dries, it kind of goes down, and it's just really hard to work on it. Does the paint bleed under the paper with the sanded texture? What do you mean, like through? Oh, it's bleeding through my tape right now. Well, this is masking tape anyway. I probably should have did it more, but it's fine. I only have it taped down so I could move it around. I was just going to work on the whole thing, but I wasn't sure if it was going to buckle under that much pressure, because you guys know that I'm the queen of buckling paper, so I just taped it down just to be safe. But honestly, next time I'm not going to tape it down. It looks like it's bleeding under the tape a little bit, but I didn't really push down really hard because, like I said, this paper wasn't buckling on me, so I was really excited about that, and I just kind of did it to make a border. But it's, you know, it's a more abrasive, rough paper, so you might want to use a little bit stronger tape on it. But, I mean, that's what this is for. We're just gonna kind of see what happens here. I'd like to finish a whole project so I can have a more accurate feel of it, but that doesn't bother me at all. And it's not like taking up the tape, it's just kind of creeping under it because it's a non-absorbent paper, so it's trying to go wherever it can go, but that's fine. That's probably my bad. I probably didn't need to put the tape on it. I'm just used to it because of what I'm used to working on. Next time I'm not going to use the tape and see what happens. I actually can probably soak up just a little bit of this water to make it a little bit more. But I love the textures that it makes. It's so cool. So freaking cool. And then, try to see, I need to rinse my brush off a little bit more. Like I said though, I mean, I never thought to even think about sanded paper for watercolor. Like, what? This is cool. See if we can spread this one out just a little bit more. I'm gonna drop a couple more drops of this dark mixture into this corner over here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this copper acrylic ink in there and see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm just like, what the heck's going on here? My whole world is turned upside down by sanded paper. I can't believe it. I can't wait to do a whole project with the powder blender too, because I tell you what, 5 minutes for a sphere with just one layer on it, that's pretty freaking impressive. And the only reason why I stopped was because my kit didn't come yet. So I don't know if that helps you out any. Okay, and my shoot is saying that she used tapes on her colored pencil pieces to have that nice clean border look. Yeah, that's typically why I do it too. This paper is a different size than I'm used to, because normally when you get your 8x10 size, it's kind of like either a 9x12 or whatever, so I'm used to taping it down. I technically probably didn't even need to tape this down. It was just a habit. Oh, sorry, did I miss something? Yeah, no, if you drop salt in your watercolor while it's drying, it does some really neat textures. And it's freaking amazing. That's a life changer too. Alright. So I picked this kind of like coppery. Oh yeah. Look at it. Trying not to get too carried away with it because I just want it very subtly back there just for some interest. I tell you what though, there is just something about the way ink and watercolor react that is just so freaking cool. Oop, a little bit much there. Make sure I clean this up just a touch. Alright, so while that's drying, did you guys decide whether you want me to use OMS or the powder blender on the, what is that thing? A feather. I actually think I want a little bit more of this just for funsies. Yeah, this is so freaking cool. And you guys know that I am the queen of buckling paper. Like, not having it buckle, but having the water on there to play with, you know, with all the things. Because that's part of the fun of watercolor, is watching the water do all the work, you know. And sometimes it just dries too fast before you're ready. But this is really, really fun. Really fun. Hi, Mom. Alright, so we have a couple people. Oh, my mommy's here. Awfully quiet. Alright, Mom, you are in the share drawing. Oops. I'm just gonna write Mom on here because I know your name. Alright, is it Edie or Eddie? Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna keep going, but my computer is doing something really weird right now. Let me see if I can. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, let me know if you guys can still hear me, because Adobe Creative Cloud is trying to repair something right now naturally. I don't know why, probably because they hate me. So anyway, Edie or Eddie, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Edie, okay, that's what I thought. She said, just made it. Sorry if this was mentioned already, but what brand of watercolors do you use? Super video and excited about using watercolor on the sanded paper. Me too. I normally use Daniel Smith. Today I'm using the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus Fine Art watercolor because it says that it's light, fast, and transparent and all of that good stuff, and I liked the color. So that is what I'm doing. Bob says, Mom, we're like your hot sister. Yeah, I know, Bob. My mom's totally hot. Whoop. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to let this do its thing. I might run out there and get some salt. I'm really sad that I didn't bring it in here because that would have been cool. Alright, so I am good. Yeah, I have... Okay. Let's see if that will work. That is the worst pop-up ever. Adobe's just going to try to bust my thing. And I canceled them like 3 months ago, so I have no idea why they're still on my computer. Okay, so while this is drying, let's play the first game. And I think we're going to make this the emoji game. And I think we're going to start small and work up. So the first pack for the winnings is, we're going to do the Wicked sticker sheet, the Wicked enamel pin. Bring that up so you can see it. I have 2 ghosty stickers and a Red Riding Hood and Alice bookmark. Okay, so I'd like to win this little pack of goodies. We are going to play the emoji game. Go quit. I'm not procrastinating. I'm just scared to open the door. I don't know what's on the other side of the door, Bob. You know, my kids are little monsters, so I have no idea what they're doing. So what should we... Let me see what my favorite... Oh, you know what? Let's do... When I say go, we're going to do the 35th wine emoji. If you're on your computer and you don't have your emojis, you can type wine, and that counts. So it will be the 35th wine emoji or wine word that I see on my screen. So on your mark, get set, and go. And I'm going to sit here and sip my reds for a little bit while you guys do that. I cannot believe Adobe Creative Cloud is trying to do this to me right now. I could cry. You can do it more than once, so you can just keep hitting the wine emoji or typing wine in as much as you want, and the 35th one on my screen is going to be the one that wins. And it worldwide is totally fine. We're shipping internationally tonight. You can type the word wine if you don't have the wine emoji on your computer. Oh my god, this is so fun. Hi DJ, I see you in here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. My mom won. Kim Shalette won. Congratulations, Kimberly. She's good at this game, you guys. Gotta be fast next time. Let me double check my count just to make sure I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Yep, double count. Kimberly won. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. You can play the next one. Whoop. Sorry. It's my dog's thyroid medicine alarm. Yep, 35. Did I say 34 or 35? Did I say 30? I did say 34th. Oh, crap. All right, hang on. Did I say 34 or 35? DJ 28. Hi, Kelly. I made it to live. Was rap. You were rapping. Hi, DJ. How are you? So yeah, if you're just joining, make sure you share the live link to anywhere. Okay, you did say there. Okay, Kim was 35. And I double checked that. Anyway, to win the Lux Archival Pack, you have to enter the share drawing, and I will put your name in this little bucket here, so your chances are good. There's only a few people in here, so you would get the 10-pack of paper, a little sample of powder blender and a sponge, titanium white and a sponge, and you would get 3 colored pencils from Aliona. And you can do that worldwide as well. So if you haven't shared it yet, go ahead and share the screen and comment shared in the comment section so I can write you down for that. I have no idea what's going on over here. Not sure if I like that color. I know, you guys, I'm sorry I keep putting water on there. I like it, I can't help it. It didn't take too long for it to dry last time though, so I'm not too concerned about it. Alright. Oh, okay, I did say 35, okay. She said stop trying to take my gift. Okay. Alright, so we've officially decided that Kim won fair and square. I counted twice. She was the 35. It's so good to see you in here, DJ. I haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't been on here in a minute either, so that's fine. Alright. So while this is drying... Okay, so did we decide... I don't know. part of me wants to paint this in watercolor and then finish it with colored pencil and OMS, but if you guys want to see the touch-up texture, or not the touch-up texture, the powder blender and the fixative, I can do that. Yes, the powder blender sample, there's a lot in there, by the way. There is like, it's like, there's a lot in there that will last you for quite a while. When I tried it though, I just had to have the whole thing because I wanted the spray fixative because it was super. Let me see if I can pull this out without tilting my paper. And Aliona is in the chat still if you have any questions about this paper. But yeah, this took me 5 minutes here with laying down the color and spreading it out. And of course I was working slow because that was fun. But as soon as I blended it out on here, it was instant. I went to the website and bought the whole colored pencil painting kit. So there's that. I'm surprised my furnace hasn't kicked on yet, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that off now because it sounds like I'm in an aeroplane. There we go. And it's really hot in here. Okay, so DJ is asking, what about the share drawing? Okay, so to win the Lux Archival 10-pack of paper, the powdered blender sample, the titanium white sample, and the 3 samples of colored pencil, you need to share the link to the live anywhere you want, and then comment in the comment section that you shared it so you can be entered to win that. I will be giving that away at the end of the stream, and you have to be present to win. And it's worldwide. We can ship internationally on this one. I just saw somebody that said they share. No, you share the link to the live stream, DJ, and then comment that you shared it in the comment section so I can see that. Oh, my mom, yeah, you confused her, Mom. You said comment shared, and you can't share a comment. You just have to comment in the comment section that you shared it to be entered. All right, so Sylvia, I got you. You are in, oh, I'm sorry, that's not your name. How do you pronounce that? Sylvania? That's pretty. I hope I got that right. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm horrible at pronouncing names. So, Miss Vargas, I have you in the drawing. Okay. All right, well, I missed a couple of those comments. Sorry, guys. All right, DJ, I'm just going to go ahead and get your piece of paper ready because I know you're going to do that. And we're still waiting for this to dry a little bit, but it's drying faster than I thought it would. I would pull out my blow dryer, but it's just so on the paper that I don't want it to go all over the place. So we're going to kind of be patient for a minute and wait for that to dry. If for some reason we don't get to finish all of this tonight, that's fine. We'll come in and do it another day, but I'll draw all the winners tonight so you guys don't have to worry about that. So let's open this up and we'll show you what you get in the colored pencil painting kit while you, well, if you went to her thing and ordered the colored pencil painting kit, so you would get the final fixative. See, and this is what I'm nervous about. I think this is why I don't want to work with it right now. And it's because I'm horrible with spray cans. I don't know what it is, but I cannot spray like a straight line for the life of me. And so the textured fixative is what we would spray after we use the powder blender, and then you wait for it to dry. You put another coat of colored pencil on, and then you blend that out again, and then you spray with this, and then you wait for that to dry. So I'm not sure if I would be doing. And then we have another touch up titanium white, and then this is This is what the big powder blender comes in. You see that? Yeah, that's a lot. And a very little bit does go a long way. I barely touched it to do that, and I probably could have went like through almost half of the page with how much was left. And then you get the little sponge applicators. Yeah, I really want to do a whole project with this too. I'm so excited. This paper is so freaking cool. I cannot believe how much it's not buckling. It is not buckling one little bit. And it's blowing my mind. Alright. I don't think the heat will affect its texture, Melissa. It's just because it's non-absorbent. All of that liquid is just kind of sitting here, and I just basically got everything I want it. So I don't want it to blow all over the page. But no, I don't think that it would mess with it at all. And of course I got a freaking brush hair in here. Let's see if I can get that out without being obnoxious. Nope. Shouldn't make it. Got all of there. There we go. Got it out. No, I don't think it would mess up the paper at all, but like I said, I don't know for sure. I don't know if Aliona's here and can answer that. The set is awesome, and I'm really excited to do like a whole colored pencil piece now that I have that, because this little sphere right here went so fast. I was like, oh my god, that's gonna make colored pencil so much more fun. Because that's why I kind of leaned away from it, because it was just taking so long, and sometimes you're just not patient enough and you're not in the mood, you know, to wait for stuff like that, and then your hand gets tired and all that stuff. But look at how cool the salt came out. Can you see that? Super cool. I just love it. It looks almost like marbled something, and then this was waiting for it to dry a little bit before I put it on. And then this is one coat of ink, one coat of watercolor, and I'm just completely like, pfft. And because of the whole non-buckling thing, I'm just like, what? And it's cool because when it dries, you get these nice little pieces of texture from the sanded stuff that's sprayed on, so it just looks like you worked so hard on it, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, this is why I'm just like, I mean, you guys know, you've seen me bend watercolor board. This right here is just freaking blowing my mind. And the fact that it was, you know, I just, like I said, trust is earned, and I feel like Aliona just puts her all into everything that she makes. And not only is she a wonderful artist, where's my, here it is. I mean, she wrote the Colored Pencil Bible. She does all these great works. I mean, she's very, very easy to trust because she takes it very, very seriously. And the things that mean a lot to her mean a lot to us as artists. And I think that's what makes it so great. And you can tell how much hard work has been put into this. I mean, she said it took 4 years to develop this paper. So I'm just... And Aliona right now is saying hairdryer will not harm the paper. Yeah. It's getting there. It's only really wet in this kind of corner. So I guess we can go ahead and try to play another game. I guess I can try to hair dry it on low and see what happens. Would that bother you guys? What can't you wait to try, Kim? The paper, I mean, to be honest with you, as soon as she sent it to me, I was like, oh my god, sanded paper has been on my list forever. Yeah, let me get my hair dryer here. See if we can put it on low and kind of rush this along. Boop. really need to invest in one of those heat guns because they don't blow it everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, that's part of the thing, is that I don't want to blow everything that I just got perfectly placed around. Yeah, heat can lift the paper that holds the paper down. Oh my god. Heat can lift the tape that holds the paper down. Yes, most definitely. You know what? Let me get... This is going to be a little loud for a second. Let me see what... Yep. Yeah, it's going to move it around too much, so I'm not going to stress about it. So sadly, we might have to finish this another night, which makes me sad, because I really wanted to get into to this part of it, because I really like the mock-up that was done, you know? Like, I really like the result of it, so I really wanted to do a whole project with this paper so bad. But it might take a little long to dry, but it's so perfectly marbled right now that I don't want to blow it around. Okay, so DJ says that she bought some sanded paper and it came warped and was not happy. Yeah, and that is the thing too, is that every time I buy paper like from Amazon, it does come sometimes with like a bent corner even in the blocks, and it's really, really loud, really, really annoying. Yeah. The Eliona is saying that Lux Archival, and honestly, I can attest to that. It shipped to me perfectly. Perfectly. I'm just, like I said, I'm freaking blown away by this. And the fact that I can use my masking fluid that I like on it. And I also wanted to try gold leaf. Do you guys want to try that out on the sample to see if that works too? Because I definitely wanted to try that out. I was like, how cool would that be if we could do gold leaf on it too? I'm sure you could. I don't see why you wouldn't. And especially because you have the final fixative in the colored pencil painting kit, I think that would be a nice, like, you should be able to just seal it all down. Which kind did you buy, DJ? Was it like the UArt or the Fisher 400? I'm not even sure. I don't know why I'm looking like a Teletubby right now. I'm sorry, you guys. Whew. It is hot in here, though. I'm probably going to have to crack the window open. Alright, well, what time is it? Alright, well, we've been at this for an hour and 15 minutes already, so I'm going to go ahead and do the second giveaway, and then hopefully we will see how far along we are. But let me open this window because I'm freaking dying in here. Whew. All right. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to do the whole thing in colored pencil very soon. I think my next wicked piece is going to be with touch-up texture and titanium, or no, oh my god, why do I keep saying the wrong thing? With the powdered blender, the sanded paper, and all the fixatives. Okay, so Aliona is wondering if I would add some alcohol to the watercolor to speed up the drying process. That would probably be a really good idea if I had some alcohol. I have acetone in here, nail polish remover, and hydrogen peroxide. I wonder if I could just soak it up a little bit. Or I could just probably paint this and then we could finish it, fine details in colored pencil. None of this is going the way I planned, but that's okay. I mean, originally I planned for this to be like a 9 to 12 kind of thing, so we're not making horrible time. It does sound interesting. I've never used alcohol with watercolors, but I know that some people do mix the alcohol with watercolor on the Yupo paper, which I always thought was interesting too. Yeah, I freaking love this paper. Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for this to dry, let's go ahead and I've thrown in some of the extra goodies that came with my colored pencil painting kit. So there would be a couple options. So I'm throwing in the sample of the Lux Archival, the Faber-Castell sample, the Pro Color sample, and the Light Fast sample, along with the Wicked enamel pen, the 2 bookmarks, and my 2 little Ghost in the Bottle stickers. So, what are we going to do to win this game? Oh, let's see. Should we do a trivia question, or do you guys want to do the emoji thing again? Yupo paper. Honestly, I bought it and I've never used it. It's supposed to be really cool for watercolor paper, but I honestly just didn't really get into it. I actually bought it for the Winsor & Newton pigment markers that I wanted, but a lot of people do like alcohol inks, like marbled patterns like this on that paper, but it does take just as long to dry because it's like basically painting on plastic, which is weird. DJ saying, sorry, it was pastel matte that came warped. Yeah, I've never tried pastel matte either, or pastels in general. I don't know why. I think partly a lot of it was because of the fixatives. Like, I wasn't sure how to seal it, or you know what I mean? I'm not good with spray cans, so that always makes me nervous. But because some of this stuff is clear, but like when it comes to fixatives, like the end part, you're always like, am I gonna screw up the thing that I just made? Which is always a little nerve-wracking. So I think that's why I stick to like water and like stuff that I know that you don't really technically have to use fixatives for, just because I'm nervous of the spray can. So I'm really hoping to get good at that. Alright, so to win that last prize pack that I showed you, let's play a trivia game. Heather is saying that she loves the idea that you can watercolor on this paper. Yeah, I'm loving that too. And the textures that I'm getting right now, just from the texture of the paper, it's like exactly the way that I wanted it to look. Like the way that it's just doing what it's doing is just freaking blowing my mind. And I freaking love it. And I think that's what I want to do too, is I think I want to just do the feather and colored pencil. Or maybe a very light layer of a watercolor base and then kind of work from there to go on it. Okay, so let's play a trivia question for this one. Aliona is saying that pastel matte is not friendly for liquids. Well, that's good to know, because I know, DJ, like I've never thought that you could use anything other than colored pencil on sanded paper. That's why I was totally like, wait, hold on. It says on here that you can use it for this and that and this and that, and I'm like, hold up. And just the saturation amount. I mean, just the inks alone, man. Like, it takes me 6-7 layers to get it that dark on watercolor paper, and it just takes all the fun out of it. You know what I mean? All right. Let's do... All right, so here is your trivia question. It is an art-related question, so I apologize for the non-artists here, but Which color scheme uses colors that are next to each other on the color wheel? And the 20th correct answer on my screen will be getting the winner, or be the winner. Oh my god, I cannot talk today. Oh yeah. I think every experienced artist gets frustrated, and to be honest, I'm not that experienced. Like I used to do it all the time when I was younger, and then this is probably my 4th year taking it pretty seriously and doing it pretty frequently. And we all get crazy questions or crazy frustrations. Aliana saying that she has to run. Thank you so much for the stream. If you have questions, you know where to find me. Good night. Yes, good night, Aliona. I know you are super busy. Thank you for even popping in, and thank you for all the goodies to give away. We really appreciate it. Ooh, I see a couple correct answers here. I said the 20th right answer, right? See, this is why we don't paint and wine on TV or on the internet. You would think I'd have more than one beer, but I haven't. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sharon D. Young won that round. Congratulations. Also, I have on my screen that the winners, please email me your email address or your shipping address to kellypaints@yahoo.com so I can ship this out to you. Congratulations, Sharon. That was a fun one. I can't believe how many of you guys got it so quickly. I always forget what that one's called. But it's my favorite one. Alright, so this is, it's pretty dry up top here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start the first couple layers here of Alright. I'm like really nerve-wracked today. Let's see. Let's see. Get the neutral tint out of there. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like I need music. I don't know why. It's quieter in here than it is probably where you're at, so that counts too. Okay. Okay, so that's, oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do the big one to be like in a bucket shared drawing, just so it would be fair, because when I do play the games live, sometimes my stuff does stop, like cuts out during certain aspects of it. But that's part of the fun, though. You tend to get a little frustrated, you know? Which is awesome. It's fun watching everybody, you know, they're like typing super fast on their phones trying to get the correct thing. Honestly, I don't know why I cannot talk today. It's crazy. Alright. Where's my little brush here? Oh, you guys are killing me in the chat. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so I think I'm just going to use straight yellow ochre and straight sepia for some of the stuff up here. And I'm actually going to turn this upside down so I don't get my hands wet. And Melissa says that it's looking really good as it dries. Yeah, I'm loving the sanded paper texture that you get with just kind of like letting it sit there. It's very, and like up here, it's very marbled. It's a very unique experience, this paper is, and it is so freaking cool to work with. So we're going to be doing a little bit of wet on dry action here, just to kind of give me a base for my colored pencil, because you guys know, I mean, part of the thing too with me is that I really like my colored pencils, and they're so expensive that like I hate using more than I have to. You know what I mean? Like they're just so expensive, especially the like the luminance and the big sets of them, and you spend all this money on them, and all of a sudden it seems like they're gone. And it just makes me sad. And I don't have that with watercolors, so I think that's why I prefer it. Nope, I gotta turn this back upside down because I'm like losing. I'm losing my stuff. What did I do? Oh, I painted the wrong part, that's why. Oop. Okay. Dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. This is why I don't paint things with stripes. I always get confused. Dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. Okay. I feel like I'm a little bit caught up now. Man, that was a little nerve-wracking. See, this is why you don't drink in live stream. You make a fool of yourself. A fool, I tell you. Yeah, see, Heather agrees with me. It's faster that way too, and then you're not like spending your whole pencil just trying to fill in a background, you know? But that powder blender thing, man, that really spreads that crap a long way, so I'm really excited to use that. But I don't know what it is about watercolor, but it's very fun for me. So And I think I just like the water. Like, letting the water do some of the fun work for you is really enjoyable. Yes, definitely. Not technically my shooter. This is done from um, my Procreate drawing, and then I just kind of Googled a bunch of feathers, and I'm just kind of trying to see what I did with my reference, and then, you know, like I have a bunch of feathers here. So I'm just kind of guessing, but the original part of it was done with just like a color comp and stuff that I came up with. Okay, so this one, oh, okay, that's what happened there. Some of the dark. Right? Dark. Light. Definitely not a fan of striped things. And then it's really nice having that, knowing that colored pencil can cover up all these other sketch lines too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I just kind of, I couldn't find anything on Pixabay. Like, you type in feather and all they give you is birds. So I just kind of Googled feather and just like had a bunch of pictures up and just kind of picked a color scheme and just decided to go with that. Just a quick little study, you know, just for something to do tonight. So we had something to paint because I really did want to paint like a whole project and get something done. So as long as you guys don't mind hanging out, we're good. I really don't know how I screwed this up that bad. Like, I started in the one area, but I'm still messing it up, it looks like. I think I'm just gonna have to get into some detail later. Yes, I definitely agree. I like to, I think that's why I got into the, like, the lore and the Wicked and stuff like that, because I like to kind of come up with my own ideas versus having to, like, rely solely on reference. I mean, references are good for a bunch of reasons, but I like to, see what I can do after so long of doing studies, you know, see what you can come up with, which is part of the fun. I'm almost wondering how this would look if I kind of bleeded all the feathers together. Not the feathers, the section of the feathers. Apparently Kelly doesn't need any more cocktails this evening. I only had one. Oh my god, DJ, what'd you get? I'm like really into birds right now. Like, I can't have them because my dogs are crazy and like I don't really trust my kids with them. Like, I don't know what they would do. But there is an owl that like lives across the street somewhere, and I hear him every so often, and I'm just like, oh, there's an owl outside. Yeah, no, my dogs are crazy. That thing would not last 5 minutes if I had a bird. I don't see that. It would have to be like a really, really big bird for it to survive around here. Like, maybe a chicken might be cool if it scared the dogs enough, but and I can see my dogs being pretty scared of chickens, so we'll just kind of I'm really just loving the fact that this paper is not buckling. It's just freaking awesome. Awesome. It is so much more fun to paint when you're not fighting your paper, you know what I mean? A baby budgie, so he's completely yellow. Oh, you're gonna have to send me a picture. Or tag me in one or something, because I don't know what a cooler. I'm gonna have to Google all of that, because that is so cool. We really thought about getting a bird. We thought it would be cool, but like, I just don't see how it would even make it make it in my house, just because it's just so hectic here. You know, we have 2 special needs kids, so like teaching them to be gentle with the dogs was really hard. I honestly have no idea how a bird would do. And plus, like I said, we have the 3 dogs, and one of them is a bird dog, so I don't know if that would actually go with it. Yeah, tag me on Instagram, because I would love to see your new little baby. I love babies. Yeah, I have to be a little bit careful, but I kind of like that the aqua color is bleeding in here a little bit, because it kind of, I was going to do it anyway, but if it's gonna do it on its own, that's fine. Yeah, birds are skittish, but like, I don't know, some of the birds are just like really cool. I feel like you have to have like a connection with them to get, you know, like with anything, you like you see all them really cool stories. Like there was I think a cockatoo, like a bald cockatoo that this guy didn't even want, and he ends up totally, like, the bird's obsessed with him and follows him everywhere. And it can't fly or anything because it's completely like almost naked. It only has like really baby feathers, but I think it's like an adult. I'm not sure what happened there. But the story was really cool. And the bird was really, some animals just have some really unique personalities. Alright, so I'm just using, what am I using? Yellow ochre right now. We're just going to do a base. I'm going to save all the fun stuff and the spots and stuff for like probably a colored pencil layer. Or I guess I'll just go ahead and do whatever I can do tonight. I have to say, it is pretty nice to have like a little break from my Wicked series, because I was a little tired of purple there for a minute. So these nice colors are really nice to work with right now. Okay, so yeah, they need lots of time and patience. How many birds have you had? Have you ever had one of those, what are they, macaws? I apologize for my bird lingo. I'm not very up to code on my birds. And then it's gonna be cool because like they kind of have like this weird orangey hue that's gonna have like glaze all over it, so I'm really excited to do this. Thank you, my Shuda. I really like it. Like, I feel like I need to zoom you guys in, because it's just the texture that's on here. You can't really get this kind of texture with regular watercolor paper. It's really, really, I honest to God think this is my new watercolor paper. And with the exception of it might possibly doing damage to my brushes at some point, I feel like if you're going to be gentle enough and maybe have like a brush conditioner, you should be fine. But at this point, I'd rather replace my brushes than and have a better experience working on the sanded paper than, I mean, shoot, I'd still be working on the background tomorrow if I did this on regular paper, just because it takes so many freaking layers. and this is a little bit lighter at the bottom on all of them. And then I'm wondering if I can seal this down. It really is. I'm just, for the whole no buckling thing, I'm just like, what? Because that's the most frustrating part about doing watercolors and inks on other paper, because especially if you use masking fluid, it's just because that part of it that you use the masking fluid on, it stayed dry, you know, then you have like this wave going on, and you don't get that with this. I mean, like, I did not get that at all with this test section on the masking fluid. I was just totally like this is a whole new way to work, you know what I mean? It's definitely, ooh, that's interesting. Alright, so some of the green's coming in, but that's fine. You can blot that off. Get it off my brush now. Alright, so that section is still wet, but like I said, I was going to pull some of the greens into the feather anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, and it lifts off right away, so that's cool. Just gonna kind of tap it, and then this bottom section is dark. Alright. Yeah, I'm just really loving it. Let me see if I can. I mean, it's really doing some cool things in person. And I love like all this texture up here that was just kind of like not even intentional. Like that's just the texture of the paper doing that. I mean, and you can see, like, I was going for a really nice, airy kind of look in the background, so I feel like I accomplished that. And if I was doing it on different paper, I feel like it would have took me a lot longer, which is so nice. DJ says, when I look at that painting, I see a feather slowly falling from the sky into the ocean. I love it. Oh, that's a unique experience too, because I was just kind of like, let's do a study and let's do a pretty background. But that, I can see that, especially now with this unexpected texture, because it looks like it kind of like fell in there and there's ripples now. She says, I can't wait for you to peel the tape off. That's the best part. Yes, it is. I think we're gonna be a little color coded over here because it did go under the tape, but it didn't lift it too bad, so that's not bad. Heather's asking, I wonder how this would work for Inktober pieces. Well, this here is ink, and I freaking love the result of it. I absolutely love it. This is ink, watercolor with salt, powder blender, and colored pencil. I guess I should hold it this way so you can actually see it. But yeah, no, and like I said, in comparison to like this one took me like 5 or 6 layers to get it that dark, and then this only took 2. Like the first layer here gets pretty dark, and then that was the second little test swatch. So you can see how much of a time saver it's going to save. And again, just with the whole no buckling thing, you not having to fight your paper is really freaking awesome. And I really like that. Yeah, no, I honestly, I think this is going to be just the only paper I buy from now on, just because it's so freaking cool. The only thing I'm bummed about is that it's not available in 11 by 14, and I really like working on 11 by 14, so I kind of have to figure out what size I would have to buy so I could cut them in half and get to 11 by 14s, because I know there's a 16 by 20, and then I can't remember the last one. And then there's a huge roll, which might be a little out of my price range, so I'm probably going to do either a 5-pack or a 10-pack. I'm not sure which, but I definitely want to work bigger on this because it's so much fun. Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly even cooler in person than it is up close. When I'm done with the live, I'll see if I can get a really good a photo and post it on there. Yeah, Heather says she's already ordering the paper for her birthday and she can't wait for it to get here. I'm telling you, this paper, and that's why it's so exciting that that you find out that you can use it for watercolor, because I'd never bought it because I was tired of my colored pencils. And I was just kind of over colored pencil and I got into watercolor. And had I known, I mean, granted, this paper basically just came out, so I'm so excited that she sent it to me. I'm just like, oh my god, this is the coolest paper on the planet, and it probably really is the only paper I'm going to buy from now on, aside from sketchbooks and stuff. I do really like water paper still, but, I mean, like, I don't see sanded paper being in a sketchbook or anything, but this is really, really fun. And assuming I can get the fine details that I want, I think I'm really going to enjoy it. And if the tooth softens up a little bit, like, because when I was trying to, let's see if I can use, like these, the pit pins, I'm not sure if they would, really, oh no, they work just fine. Might wear down your nib, but like once there's, yeah, they work fine. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do Inktober on these next year. Probably gonna do them smaller, but I'm probably gonna do it. Oh, that's okay, Mary. I'm sure it's maybe your keyboard stuck. That's happened to me a few times. Did I end up selling my originals then? No. I never sold any of my originals yet. I just, I'm still sitting on them. I want to do a studio sale. And Wicked is still going on, by the way. I'm just kind of slowing down on it. I think I'm going to keep doing it until next October. And that way I'll have a zine, and then I'll just do regular Inktober in my sketchbook. And then I'll, like, add the zine to, like, the giveaway or whatever. I don't know how you guys feel about that. What are the prices on this paper? Let's look at it. They're actually really not bad. It's a little bit more expensive than the Fabriano, but it's 20% off the pre-order right now if you pre-order it before 12/30/31. But it honestly wasn't that bad, I don't think. But it's really good paper. Like, honestly, I was like, I don't even care how much it costs. I want it all. Let me see where the... Okay, so... Oh, that's the book. The 10-pack of the professional sanded archival paper, 8x10 size, is $29.95. Which is not bad at all. And if you pre-order it before 12/31, you get 20% off of that. So that works too. But it's not, I mean, it's not any different than what you would really expect to pay for like Arches or Fabriano. Let's do I mean, you get less paper, like less sheets, but it's really good paper. I really wish there was an 11x14 option. I'll see if, or what's 24? I guess you could take the 24x36 and do that in half and get your 5 sheets. You would get 10 sheets out of that for the amount. It's not the 8 by 10 I'm sorry, the 8 by 10 pack of 10 is the best value, it seems like. Like, you get more paper for the price. But honestly, you can take these bigger sheets and cut them down to 5 by... It depends on how big you want to work, I guess. So, but yeah, I really, really like this paper. So, I don't think it's going to stop me from buying it. But I don't think the price is bad. I think it's, you know, high quality products cost what they cost. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, the 20% off the pre-order is only in the USA. That is true. But for the international people, there's a bunch of links in the description, because I asked her about that before I went on, because there was like a miscommunication about it, and that this paper wasn't going to be available internationally, but it's going to be available through resellers internationally early in the year, probably like end of January, February. So okay, so my Shuda is saying that she was actually just looking at pastel matte, and that is more expensive. And there were so many people saying there were defects in it. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, like, it's like I said, trust is earned, and Eliona makes a good product, and that's because she's one of us. You know, she's a freaking artist. She takes the stuff seriously. She wants it to be archival, she wants it to last long, and she wants it to be an enjoyable experience, and all of those have been checked off. Like, honestly, I mean, you obviously don't want to do doodles on it. You'd save that for your sketchbook, but I mean, when you have a really nice piece and you can not have to fight the paper, I think it's worth every penny. No, it's technically not a review. It's just kind of me going, oh my god, this paper's so awesome, because it is awesome. But, you know, I honestly, you guys know that I'm not easily bought. And I gave freaking, what was it, Stonehenge, the watercolor paper, in my mind, a very honest review. Like, I tell you guys flat out what I think, and if I didn't care for this paper, I wouldn't be going live and doing something on it. Like, I was honestly really excited to work on it, and I'm still, like I said, this is probably going to be one of my really good go-to papers for everything. I mean, I have 2 packs of Fabriano that I need to go through still, but I'm definitely ordering more. I love it. We're getting to the stage of the night where the beer starts to make me burp, and I'm trying to hold it in, so if I'm talking funny, that's why. Alright, so let's get some of these darker colors in here. But yeah, no, this paper is so cool, you guys. I'm not even kidding. And I was honestly shocked that she even thought to ask, to even wanted to send me some. I was like, what? Of course I want some. Thank you very much. And I only thought I was going to get 1 sheet. And Homegirl then sent me a whole pack and a sample. And then I tried the sample, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta have this kit. And then I bought the kit. So it is just... I'm honestly, like, I have no words for how much fun it is to paint right now, because I was honestly getting really sick of the last thing that I'm working on, and now I'm excited to do art again. So I don't know if it was just the new supply or me enjoying the new supply, but oh my god, I'm having so much fun again. Yes, I am definitely, this is why we call it Paint and Wine, because we like to get crunk on the internet, because, you know, we're super cool like that. We don't like to make fools of ourselves. Oh well. It is what it is. I mean, I'm not like falling down drunk, so I'm just gonna give myself a pass. I mean, it is the holidays. We're all stressed, you know? I have so much stuff to do still, and I'm trying to pretend like I'm not an adult and I don't have to do it. But it's gotta happen, so figured I'd hang out with you guys before I did all my adult things. As far as making Christmas happen goes, anyway. Not that art isn't an adult thing, because it totally is, but it's kind of like therapy for me, so that is just how I feel about it. Alright, this is the part where I kind of messed up a little bit, so I'm going to fix it, and I'm sorry that I'm whispering. It feels like I'm talking to myself, and I think that's where the weirdness is coming from. Like, all of a sudden, I'm like just aware of the fact that I'm talking to myself in my office. Like, why are you doing weird things on the internet, Kelly? But yeah, like, honestly, you guys know how I feel about stuff like that. Like, I'm not, like, if no offense to Arteza, but if Arteza was about to be like, hey, do you want me to sponsor this video and you can try out our stuff? Like, I honestly have zero interest in Arteza, because I feel like trust has to be earned, and they're so new, and I'm just like, I have no interest in it. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to anybody else that works with Arteza, and I know a lot of people like them, but in my mind, I don't trust some of the light fast ratings and things like that, because I don't know. They haven't earned that trust from me, and I don't feel like I should just openly give it to them. Oh, okay, cool. Well, at least we're all getting a buzz together then. That's freaking awesome. I don't know where that little squeak came from, but I'm just gonna go with it. My goal is to just stay coherent enough to not make this look bad. I don't even want to think about all the wrapping that I have to do. I'm so behind. So behind. And if you guys get tired, just let me know if you want to do the share drawing. I know that I don't know where it is. It's already 11 here. So maybe after I'm done painting this, we'll come in and do colored pencil when everything dries another day, or I'll finish it up tomorrow and just let you guys know on Facebook how it came out. Because of course I'm not recording this, so it's just a live, but I'm having a lot of fun. This paper is very, very fun to work on. Bob says he's in here with a bunch of drunks. Oh my god. Yep. Well, that's not really any different from when we used to hang out, Bob. I mean, we freaking worked at a bar together, so it should be pretty regular for you. Like, it's not nothing new. The good news is that it's mostly dry right here now, so that's cool. It didn't take too long to dry. You could probably go, you know, do a load of laundry, take a quick nap, go to the store. I don't know what you guys do. I'm just saying the stuff that I do. Me personally, I like to like work for an hour, and then like I'll go, you know, do the dishes and a load of laundry, and then I'll come back and work some more, and then do that again until I get tired, and then I usually just take my nap before the kids get home from school, and then if I have some time in the evening, I work on it then. That's just how I work though. Oh, that's so awesome. I was just crocheting this week. I think that's why there wasn't a video this week. That's why I didn't finish my last piece, because I was crocheting gifts for the teacher, so I totally feel you. That's so fun. Freaking love crocheting when I'm just like wanting to relax. I've never tried to crochet a rose before though, so that is very interesting. Can't decide if I want this to be like splotchy or like really realistic looking. And I think that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble here. So pardon me while I figure that out, because some of my freaking spots are blending into each other, which is technically fine, but it's not like really what I was going for. I should probably check. Yeah, see, some of this stuff's still wet. Excuse me. So that might be have us in a little predicament, but I really like the way this is looking. Like, this is really fun. Like, when you don't know what the paper is gonna do, you're kind of like, wow. Oh, DJ, totally. Oh, Bob says he didn't drink. That's true, Bob. You got me there. I think we only got you to drink on your birthday once. That is true. And technically, I only had one drink at the closing usually, so we weren't that bad. But we worked with a bunch of people getting drunk all the time, so like that was our customer base. So you should be used to all the drinking, Bob. Tell you what, sometimes I miss it, but honestly, I'm just not like an in-face people person. And I think because I was pregnant while I was working there, it just kind of like really irritated me. Like, you'd have random drunk people wanting to touch your belly, and you're just like trying not to kill people. DJ says she doesn't drink fast, or I don't drink often, so it hits me fast. This is stress relief from wrapping and chopping. Yes, definitely. Crocheting is definitely a relaxing event for me, unless you're on a deadline. Bob's always busting my balls. Yeah, I'm not sure. I really like this, like, painterly kind of thing going on here, but going in on top with colored pencil is going to be pretty cool too, I think. I like it. Night, Mom. Love you. Thanks for hanging. I can't believe you're up this late still. She's usually in bed way earlier than that. Her on winter break though, probably. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish painting this feather and then we'll do the share drawing, because I know some of you are in different parts of the world and I have no idea what time it is there. Some of you are ahead of me and some of you are behind me. Okay, I need to know more about Irish crochet, and I'm definitely going to be Googling that later. That sounds really fun. I don't know if it's just because I love Irish people or what, but that sounds freaking awesome. Whatever that is. I'm gonna have to Google that. It's all kind of blending into each other, damn it. Well, that's the good thing about the colored pencils on this paper, is that it will cover some stuff right up, so that's good. I guess I'm gonna kind of just be careful as to where I'm putting this, because it is starting to bleed. Like, I like the look of it, but like I'm scared I'm going to lose which is what is what. But I guess I can tell by the ends. And like some of it, it's just feathers are very interesting when you look at them up close. At this point, I'm just kind of trying to get base layers in, so I guess we'll just go with that. Okay. Yeah, see, it's 11:09 here for me too, so we must be in the same time zone. Okay. Yeah, so where are you, DJ? You're in Canada? Yeah, so I'll finish this feather and then we'll draw our share drawing. So if you haven't shared the stream yet, I'm sure all of you have. I think everybody in here has. Heather, did you share the stream to be entered in the share drawing to get the Lux Archival prize pack? If you haven't, all you have to do is share the stream and then comment that you shared it in the comment section so I can enter you in that. I think everybody's in here. Oh, you guys are so fun. You're such troopers for hanging with me. But I have a feeling this is going to take a lot longer to dry. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish with colored pencil tonight. But we've been streaming for a long time and it's been fun. So did you guys like the games? Because I kind of want to do that again. Like at some point when I have something else to give away. I think that's really fun. And I also want to do kind of like a random, just surprise some people with stuff. Like some of my subscribers. I don't know why, like I'm very in the giving mood, and I just kind of like a really unexpected, like, surprise, here's something for you in the mail. I think that would be really fun. Like, even if it's just something silly, you know? Or even just like a thank you letter, you know? Like very, very personal, because I appreciate you guys so, so much. The game was fun. Okay, good. Because I'm thinking that if I keep doing the Wicked thing until next October with like other stuff thrown in so I don't get tired of it, because I did get like a very interesting idea that I kind of want to explore too. And one of the things that I want to do in 2020 is give myself complete creative freedom to just kind of make what I want to make at the time that I want to make it. So Wicked will continue until October, or until I get tired of it. It's basically over when I say it's over, so there will be more stuff there, but I kind of want to make a zine out of it. And now that I got this dope paper, I really want to try the colored pencil. Like, I think what I'm getting tired of is the ink, so I think I want to like switch up mediums and just kind of keep the color palette. Okay, let me add you in there. All right, you guys got pretty good odds. It works out pretty good. See who gets what. All right. Oh shit. But yeah, see, all these freaking dark colors are bleeding in, but I really like the look of it. It's very, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what I'm trying to say, but I'm loving the experiments. And this paper just does so much stuff for the texture. Oh, thanks, Bob. Yeah, I think that's why, like this giveaway live stream, it's kind of like a pre-celebration to hitting 1,000, so I figured I would throw some stuff into the prize pack that Aliona sent for the giveaway. And I'm really grateful she was able to send it to me so I could send it out to whoever, even if an international winner won. Just because I know, you know, there's so many people that have been here for a while, and especially since last Inktober, not the one that just passed, but 2018. And they've really kind of stuck around and just been here for a really long time, and it's just so awesome to see you guys in here all the time. I really enjoy your company, and I really appreciate you, just so you know that. I feel like we've all been on this journey together. It's definitely been an interesting one because I almost kind of quit YouTube for a minute there. Like I just got, I mean, not because of the sub count or anything, but just because the COPPA stuff, I was like, man, like that's gonna like really screw up the art channels. But it turns out it's almost like they freaking pipe it up. I mean, I guess they did kind of revise the COPPA thing, so it's not as bad as we thought it was. And it's only for like targeted audiences and stuff. So if you like legit don't make stuff for kids on purpose and your target audience is not kids, then you're really fine, which is kind of what we thought it was going to be. Oh, I appreciate you guys too. Channel might be getting too mainstream for me. What? Bob's in the comments picking on people. Are you sure you haven't had any cocktails tonight, Bob? Not sure if I believe you anymore. Alright. I think that's about as much as I can do for tonight, and I am getting a little tired. So, let's clean this up just a little bit. Probably should finish my beer with you guys since that's fun. Do you guys have any questions about the paper that I can answer for you, or anything in general? Do you have any opinions or questions about the channel or what we're gonna do in the future or anything like that? I don't know. Actually, let's talk about New Year's for a minute. Who has New Year's resolutions already? You guys have anything going on? Have you already decided what you're gonna change in 2020? I hate to be that person, but like I'm really excited about 2020 this year. I'm really excited to just be done with 2019 and call it a day. Oh man. I know, Uncle Bob. He's our Uncle Bob. Alright. Yeah, so for 2020, there'll be like a little bit of a rebrand, but not so much as a rebrand as kind of like the stuff that's been going on, like the story aspect of stuff. But I do want to do reviews, and I obviously am going to do, I love the paint and wine thing. I think it's so fun. I think we have so much fun doing paint and wines, especially because we kind of do it together. It's nice just having a cocktail and hanging with your friends, am I right? And then I do like the story stuff, but there are some other ideas that I've had in my head that I kind of want to go and do. So yeah, I think with 2020, I'm just giving myself complete creative freedom and putting self-care up there. I have been saying yes to a lot of things that I should have been saying no to. So I'm going to be saying no in 2020 to anything that I don't want to do, basically. And I'm not going to be giving them an explanation. So I'm just going to be like, no, I don't have time for that. I'm sorry. Which is something that I'm horrible about. I always want to help, and things just get, there's too much and then not enough self-love going on. So I'm trying to kind of manage my time a little bit better. So hopefully, yeah, I'm honest to God ready for 2019 to just go bye-bye because I'm so irritated with it. I mean, like, it was good for a while, but I prioritized things that I shouldn't have, and then was mad at myself for doing that. So it's just, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to be like, new year, new me, but there's some stuff that I'm definitely looking forward to changing, and it's probably just going to start tomorrow, but it's so cool watching you guys say what it looks like to you from this. Like, I really like the way it turned out, and it turned out better on paper than it did digitally, which is something that I was a little shocked about, because even though that was a color comp, I was really wanting to get that effect. But this is the beauty of watercolor. Sometimes you just gotta let the water do the work for you, and then you get pleasantly surprised. It's so nice. Yeah, I agree, Bob. 2019 just kind of sucked. The beginning of it was good, but towards the end of it, I was just kind of like, I think a lot of things hit me at once, and it was just like I'm over it. Oh, you did? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, 2020 definitely said hold my beer. My shoot, I totally agree. Especially for you. So I'm hoping 2020 is going to be awesome for you. Thank you, DJ. And Heather says, I am letting my creativity take me on my own ride and letting other things take the back seat. Take care of my special needs son and worry less about things that I have zero control over. Oh my God. That is so crazy. I have 2 special needs kids, so I can totally relate to that. Totally relate to that. And I hope you get to enjoy your creativity, because this is like therapy when you live in a special needs world. It's just your entire life gets flipped upside down, and you don't know even how to cope with some stuff. Some days you have great days, and some days just suck. So I am with you, and I'm in the same boat. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Heather. That must be painful. Yes, Bob, I agree. Let's hit the lottery in 2020, shall we? That would just make life a lot easier. I totally agree. Alright, so let me make sure I didn't have any doubles. Boop. Because that would not be fair. Oh, I'm so excited to see who won. Alright. We have no doubles. Make sure they're all back in there. All right, who's ready for this? Yeah, sometimes you just need like a reboot, man. I agree. It's like 2020 can't get here soon enough because I'm so over it. Not that actually it feels different when the new year comes, but sometimes just like rebooting your mind in that way, it makes you feel better. Bob is he's got like an Uncle Bob. He's a protector, that's for sure. He's a protector type. Okay, I'm not looking. I'm trying to grab one. Oh my god, let's see who won the paper. Alright, now remember you have to be present to win. Oops. My Shuda, yay! You won! Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. I can't wait to mail this out to you. Oh, yay, I'm so happy for you. Yay! I'm so sorry, you guys. It was such good odds, too. I wish I could draw another one. I wish I could. And I would totally share my paper. But, like, I really like it. So I don't want to. Yes, congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you. I'm so excited that you get to try the paper. What are you going to do on it first? Colored pencil or watercolor? Hopefully this paper will be ready to go and on the shelves. I know that Blick Art Supplies is going to do it. Jerry's, Jackson's. Actually, she put a whole list in here. Let me look. And a bunch of stuff that's Delta Art, Jackson Art, Magic Pencil, the Art Shop, a lot of stuff in like Australia and stuff like that. And you can always get it at brushandpencil.com, and it's going to be available at I think it's just when I grew up it was Dick Blick, so I don't know why they changed it, but I think it's blickartsupplies.com or dickblick.com. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's really, really cool paper, you guys. I really, really like it. I'm really excited to finish this, but this has probably another 30 minutes for me to be safe. Probably, you know, you have to make sure that stuff's really dry before you go over it with colored pencil. Good. She's going to start it with colored pencil. That's awesome. So you'll have the 10 pack of paper, the 3 pencils, a sample of the powder blender, and a sample of the titanium white. So when you try the powder blender, let me know what you think of it, because that stuff is so freaking cool. It's so fast. You're just going to be like, what? You don't have to spend like hours and hours in tiny circles and tiny circles. It is dickblick.com. Thanks, Bob. Oh, alright. I have no idea what's going on with my computer. This freaking Adobe Cloud thing is trying to repair itself, but I ended my subscription like months ago. So, I don't know. Let me just... Oh, okay. I'm just going to click that. I know. But I think it was the name of the owner, though. So I think that's what happened there. Like, I think it was actually a one-person show, like, store for a while. And there is one that's actually close to my house in Dearborn, like 20 minutes away or whatever. And I do want to go and look and see, you know, it's different when you go to the art store versus trying to shop online for a specific thing. You might come off and find something. My Shuda says, thank you, Kelly, for everything you do. I love your work and I am a fan forever. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much to me. I honestly, I really appreciate you guys so, so much. And hopefully I give back as much as you guys give me. So I honestly, I just truly enjoy your company, and I feel like we're like really close, even though we don't know each other in person. So I love you all so, so much. And I really, I don't know if my next piece is going to be done before Christmas. You are? Where are you at, Heather? Your last name looks familiar too. I wonder if we know each other. I was going to ask you something on, I'm wondering if our kids go to the same school. No, Adobe Creative Cloud. I don't want to verify my email because I don't have anything with you. I don't know why they keep asking me. I need to uninstall that because that's annoying. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. Thanks for joining. Oh, okay, so you are in Ohio. Dayton, Ohio. That's not far. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get a meetup going. I know I wanted to meet up with John Middick at some point for like a live class or just like a hangout at the zoo or something, take reference photos and stuff, because I think he's in Ohio too. So that would be really fun. Maybe we should, I kind of want to start an art group kind of locally to me so I can hang out with people on a regular basis and maybe like get like an art group going or like a sketch date thing or something like that, because I think that would be really fun. Well, all right. I'm really sorry I couldn't give all of you prizes because I would love to do that. But I am very, very excited for the winners, and I'm looking forward to sending you out some stuff. That's not that far from us, Bob. Yeah, because we're really close to Toledo. So I know Cincinnati is probably like 4 or 5 hours away, depending on how fast you drive. But well, you can come hang out with us too, Bob. You could take pictures of the animals at the zoo. I would love that. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, Bob, and we live way closer than most people. So you're gonna have to come over and have a bonfire with us one day. Alright, so the winners, make sure that you send me your emails to kellypaints@yahoo.com, and I will be mailing these out as soon as I can. I know, I agree, Heather. We would definitely still need our Uncle Bob. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, I don't know if my next video will be up before Christmas, but it'll be up soon. I'm almost done with my next piece, so as soon as I finish that. Yeah, see? 3.5 hours. That's not bad for like an all day at the zoo thing. I think that would be fun. Definitely need to do that. I'll try to see if I can get an art group started. Like a group on Facebook, just kind of like locally. Thank you, Melissa. It was really fun. I had a blast with you guys. If I don't get my next video up, maybe we'll do another paint and wine before the kids go back to school. So I am going to sign off. Oh, thank you. You guys take care. Have a really good holiday. Merry Christmas. All of those good things. Okay, thank you guys so much. And yes, definitely try the paper if you can get a hold of it. You've heard me gush about this paper all night, so I'm not going to go that much further. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. And I don't know what's going on with my screen here, so it's going to take me a second to log off, so don't mind me. But I love you guys, and I will see you soon. As soon as I can find my end screen. Us a Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Oh, what is wrong with you, computer? Don't mind me, you guys. I honestly don't know why it zoomed in like this. There we go. Alright. I love y'all. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. And I will see you in 2020. Bye. If the button's going to work.